Good morning, everybody. We're here again to play around with Melaleuca oil, also known as tea tree. And there seems to be quite a resistance towards doing this today. Things are not going easily, so we'll see how this goes.
Already an adventure, and we just got started. We haven't put oils on even.
Yeah. Yes, it smells medicinal.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep the bottle?
Sure.
Okay. Very medicinal oil. Not nearly as friendly as some of the others to our nose. How does it feel to your skin?
Neutral. That's the thought that pops in. Neutral.
Okay.
No.
Neutral's good.
Yeah, not a.
Okay, well, we'll come back to that,
Okay.
as it may do something later.
Yeah. Is it absorbed?
Let me try that this time, because I've found Melaleuca to be a little bit drying
Mm-hmm. It is. I found that
to my skin. Okay, so yeah, I think for me, anyway, Melaleuca is very, it's a drying type of an oil. It's kind of astringent almost.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it's not neutral. To me, I feel almost a, I don't know, tingly irritant.
Mm.
Anyway, we'll come back to that. What does this bring to mind with regards to how it makes you feel?
Well, first of all, the smell is like, yuck.
Yeah, it's not something you want to put in a diffuser unless you're sick.
And then maybe it might be nice at that point, but.
Well, what I know about Melaleuca as far as this goes, it comes from a tree in the rainforests of Brazil and the Amazon rainforest, where all of the trees, almost all of the trees, are riddled and filled with molds and fungus, and the Melaleuca tree is absent of all mold and fungus.
Yeah.
So it's really bad news for fungus and mold, which is actually good for us, especially in the Northwest, because we have such a black mold issue.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe that would be helpful for people who have been exposed to black mold. I know a lot of people use it for smelling it for sinus conditions,
sure.
And I've actually had people dilute it and snort it. It doesn't feel very good. Anyway, so more on the emotional level. What does it do for us emotionally, or other senses? Again, it's one of those terpene things.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it clears my head up.
Right. After the initial fragrance of it kind of dissolves into my skin, I smell more eucalyptus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like Vicks Vapor Rub kind of thing. So medicinal, clearing of sinuses, clearing of airways. Yeah, not really something you want to use to brighten your house odor up with. Maybe more to clean your bathroom with.
Maybe. Be good in there because that's where a lot of moisture is.
Yeah, I use it to brush my teeth on occasion if I'm feeling my teeth need some extra cleanser.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, it's very good for that. If I feel like I'm having a cavity, I'll brush my teeth with it, and I haven't had cavities for 21 years or better. In fact, I don't even go to the dentist, except last time I went to the dentist was to get my fillings all removed and the guy said I had teeth that were cleaner than people who have had their teeth cleaned every 6 months, and he says it's amazing.
Awesome.
So I think that it works for me anyway. So I think we still have something to do emotionally here.
Oh, it feels like there's just a major a block, like ugh.
Well, maybe the thing is it's a purgative. And so it's going to bring up emotions. It's going to bring up issues. It's going to stimulate issues to come to the surface. And so you may not feel anything emotionally right now except kind of irritated.
Yeah, and when I think of this as a cleanser, if I put that into an emotional context, then yes, I can see where it would bring up stuff. And just because it brings it up doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to want to look at it.
Right, exactly. So the emotional aspect of this is not going to have a particular emotional aspect of its own for every condition. More than likely, it will make you feel whatever that you don't want to feel. Whatever issue is being blocked, you may have that particular feeling come up. If you're blocking things around anger, you may be angry. If you're blocking things around irritability, you may be irritable. If you're blocking things around fear, you may be fearful, or any number of other emotional states that this could actually elicit in you, which, if you look at it, is quite a gift to be able to stimulate a healing process where the chronic state becomes the acute state, so you can actually let it go and heal from this, whatever it happens to be. So I have a new appreciation for Melaleuca that I didn't have before. But I'm certainly not going to use it to make my house smell good.
Yeah, get out the lemon. Or
yeah, something, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, I mean, we basically kind of covered the spiritual use and implication for Melaleuca as well, is that if you're having trouble moving through an issue, then maybe Melaleuca is the oil of choice.
Yeah, and what I would, for me, if I were going to do this, I would, if wanting to go to that emotional issue, I want to remind myself that I'm doing this willingly.
Yes, with a purpose.
With a purpose.
With a purpose.
Because otherwise, I think it can just stir the pot, and you can just walk around just totally ticked off.
Yeah, maybe you better be ready to deal with whatever comes up.
Exactly.
So that you can go about your day more pleasantly after the fact.
Exactly. And not go out and say, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the sake of yourself and everyone else, finish the process. Yeah, so that you can go face the world with a joyful thing. Maybe this is something to use also. We've not done blends, and I'm not suggesting that this be made into a blend, but maybe after you've done with the Melaleuca, you might want to do something, you know, who knows, like Belgian rose or vanilla or ylang ylang or something sweet that's going to, you know, bring back your sunny disposition, or some kind of citrus oil, so that, you know, kind of soothing, healing, finishing, putting the soft touches onto the process.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, that was kind of quick and to the point, which is maybe the whole point about Melaleuca.
Quick and to the point.
Let's deal with this and get it over with so we can get on with life. Okay, I guess we're done. Cool. Well, thank you very much for sharing with us again. We appreciate you coming and spending this time with us. So hope to see you next time.
Bye.